Hey, this is Sports Radio 910's Gary Hess along with Gary Criswell. We're at Meadowbrook High School where the Kroger High School football game of the week had Thomasdale beating Meadowbrook tonight 21-14, handing the Monarchs their first loss of the year and opening the door for the Knights to take the Central District title.
I'll tell you, it was almost like deja vu. The Thomasdale slow start, a lot of people leaving them for dead. They build up credibility during the season, and they come in that key game with Meadowbrook and they pull one out. DJ Reed really put on a show tonight. 30 carries for 178 yards and a touchdown, caught a touchdown pass as well on the big wheel route play. He is an impressive tailback. He's an impressive tailback tonight. He did something that nobody had been able to do to Meadowbrook. He ran between the tackles. He controlled the football. He dictated a lot of the action. The piles started going his direction. He was definitely a game changer for Thomasdale and allowed some of their peripheral part of their offense. It kind of freed up Quentin Taylor a little bit, who, you know, by the admission of his coach Kevin Tucker, kind of carried the team a little bit at the beginning. Then DJ took over with the power game, and when they started shutting that down, Quentin took back over, especially in that last drive to score that last touchdown. Meadowbrook's going to come away from this game bemoaning 3 lost chances in the red zone in the first half. Oh my gosh, and it was helped by some really good coaching by Kevin Tucker and the Thomasdale staff. They stopped the action. They did get a huge break when Gerard Johnson threw that illegal forward pass where it appeared he might have been able to scramble his way into the end zone. He saw an open receiver. Thomasdale felt like they had it defensed well, but Gerard Johnson so many times kept plays alive for the Meadowbrook offense, cashed in a big play after a huge scramble. It was just that kind of game, but something typical we've been able to see the last few years from this series. Just a great series. A great ball game tonight. The elements definitely played a factor, but a big win and an earned win for Thomasdale. Let's look forward now. The Knights get L.C. Bird next week, stepping back out. You got to feel like they're going to be a lot more competitive than they were in week 1. Yeah, it's going to be a tough task because Dale has a lot on the line as far as a personal thing, but for L.C. Bird, their playoff life it could be in the balance because they can't want to win versus got to win. Yeah, you can't give away any points. And then Thomasdale finishes the game as a prohibitive favor against Colonial Heights. So they have the Central District Championship pretty much locked up. So it's going to be a strange week for Kevin Tucker and his group. Don't be surprised, though, if they come in with a great momentum from a Bird upset. But even with a 7-3 record, Thomasdale is not somebody you want to see on your invitation list if you're the #1 seed in Division 6. Meadowbrook now will be favored in its last 2 games, likely to be 9-1 when it's all said and done and on the outside looking in. And they will own the record, not the dubious record of being the only team that I know of that's gone 9-1 2 different years and not made the playoffs. That's correct, and it'll be 2 of the last 3 years. It's a tough way to go. Tough way to go indeed. Now moving forward, next week we're going to go back to the Capital District for a game that we're looking forward to between Hanover and Varina. Hanover, a team that just is really tough. Andrew Kisner at quarterback. Varina, scary good right now. Varina's scary good right now, and they've kind of now they've got a little challenge here from Thomasdale as being the hip pick of the week for teams because they were off to a slow start. They were finding themselves. They had the replacements in a couple of key positions for disciplinary reasons. Those folks are back. Hanover's a big study because they're in very much a lot like Thomasdale. They have a lot of potential in the skill position. If they get the balance between the power running game, the option game, the zone reads, and a little bit of play action passing and throwing the ball deep, they are very, very difficult to handle. And let's keep in mind, they've come off 5 straight weeks of a running clock. Again, talking about records that you like to have, that's one you like to have. You love that record every time, and we'll be there next week, 6:30 air, 7 o'clock on Sports Radio 910 and SportsRadio910.com for our Kroger game of the week. That'll be Varina and Hanover. Just 2 weeks left in the regular season. The playoff picture is taking shape, and we'll have it all for you on Sports Radio 910 and SportsRadio910.com.